Hi everyone, welcome to this week's reading. This is for the week of the 27th of November through to the 3rd of December. For this week's reading, obviously I will talk about the astrology as I usually do, and then I will look at some cards for the week. And this week I'm using tarot cards from, if I can get them out of the pouch, the Llewellyn Tarot, and also using the Romance Angels. I don't know if you can see that there. Oh. The Romance Angels Oracle, which I haven't used for a really long time because I'd lost them and I found them again. So, alright, so this week the main stuff going on with the astrology is that we have a full moon. It's actually a supermoon in the sign of Gemini. That's going to be this weekend, peaking on Sunday. So technically on the 3rd of December, full moon in Gemini at 11 degrees of Gemini, and full moons are always a time when the energy is very heightened, and you know, many people talk about it being a culmination, or you know, it's something that you sort of, if there was something that you started around the new moon, then there's some kind of culmination of energy around that at this full moon. Now this supermoon, it does make a square aspect, so with Neptune, so you'll have the sun in Sagittarius at 11 degrees and the moon in Gemini at 11 degrees, both squaring with Neptune. Now the strange thing is, on the exact same day of the full moon, Mercury goes retrograde, and Mercury being the ruler of Gemini would mean that this could be a confusing energy around this full moon. There could be some element of confusion, or trying to find clarity in some aspect of your life, trying to find the truth, trying to find answers in some aspect of your life here with this full moon. So it might be that you're seeking information at this time, or seeking to understand something quite deeply at this time. The other information that I want to let you know about is that Venus, on just before the full moon on the 2nd of December, moves out of Scorpio, where it's not very happy. Remember, Venus in Scorpio doesn't really express itself, you know, too well, but it moves into the sign of Sagittarius. I have to say I prefer that energy much more with Venus moving into Sagittarius, because Venus in Sagittarius likes to have fun, likes to enjoy all the good things of life, and you know, likes to party, likes to live it up, likes to lighten up. And you know, having come from Venus in Scorpio energy, which is very serious, quite heavy energy, and you know, takes commitments and loyalty and issues in relationships very seriously, and can't let go of issues in relationships. You're moving from that energy into the sign of Sagittarius with the Venus this 2nd of December. I just think that's a much better energy, a much lighter and more fun-loving energy. So it's a good time as Venus moves into Sagittarius to get out there and enjoy life a little bit more. If you've been working really hard, you know, and you can take a day off to do something nice for yourself, or with someone, you know, have some fun with a friend or someone close to you, or even do something adventurous on your own. You know, it's a good energy to do that. The other thing is, this week, towards the end of the week, from Thursday through to Saturday, there's a bit of tension there with Mars in Libra making an opposition to Uranus in Aries. So this could be sort of a push-pull energy between one's individual needs and having to share with others, or having to cooperate and compromise with others. So this energy or tension will get highlighted between Thursday and Saturday this week. Okay, so if there's something that you want to do on your own, or something that you want to do for yourself, it could possibly potentially cause some clashing with others. So it's important that if you are doing something with other people towards the end of the week, on the weekend, that you do make sure that, you know, you're respecting everyone's wishes and desires, and one person's not sort of pulling the energy in a completely opposite direction, because it could cause a lot of frustration. It is a bit of a unpredictable sort of energy as well, so it's something to look out for, with some tension perhaps later in the week. And you know, moving into next week, we get Saturn moving very close towards the end of Sagittarius, as it prepares to later on this month move into Capricorn, its home sign. So there's a lot of shifts of energy this December, so a lot of people may feel that as a kind of bit of a disruptive energy, or a bit of a strange feeling, as the energy shifts and changes this month quite significantly. So just going to shuffle the cards And see what we've got for this week. From, well, one card's flipped itself out, so I'm going to have to put that first. It's the Queen of Wands, so that would be a fiery female. So she could be someone that has a strong Mars signature in her astrology, which could even include the sign of Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio, or a fiery person. So someone who is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Okay, let's see what's happening this week. Very strong energy with her, I have to say. And one more. This one here. Okay. Just make sure that you can see those cards. Whoop. The Ten of Wands. How about that? That's the Saturn in Sagittarius card, and we're coming to the end of Saturn in Sagittarius, and this card has come up so many times in the last year as I've done these readings. And the Strength card, wow, that's so interesting. All right, there's a big message here. There's a couple of things really jumping out at me. First of all, I want to say, for some people, there is a female around you who's quite strong in her personality, quite bossy, quite, you know, she might feel that she knows best, and she could be quite controlling at times. This could be an aspect of yourself if you're a female watching this, or if you're someone that has a strong energy of fire element in their personality. So even if you're male and you're quite fiery or have strong Martian energy in your astrology. So there's something about this energy which is saying to me, try to sort of let go of being overly controlling with your personality as well as with others. So there's something here about just maybe... it's not saying don't be yourself, but it's more like compromise with others, you know. Don't be so set in your ways that you can't see other people's point of view. For some people, you may be dealing with someone this week like that, whether it's in the workplace or even in the family or a friend or a partner. There's a need to convey to this person that they may be just being a little bit too controlling, or as I said, if it's you being too controlling, it's time to kind of just trust in the universe more. I'm really drawn to her shoe, which is sticking out there, and there's a very strong blue colour which resonates with the sky, and it also reminds me of the ocean. And with water, you know, water really just flows naturally. It doesn't, you know, and you can't control water in a sense, you know. You can't sort of, I mean, you can contain it, but you can't fully control it. And this is about just going with the flow rather than trying to control everything for fear of things going wrong. As I said, the Ten of Wands, you know, it's the Saturn in Sagittarius card, and that's very significant because, as I said, we're coming this December, towards the end of this month, though, to the very end of Sagittarius. So I've been speaking about this. All you Sagittarius people, you know, out there, Sun, Moon, and Rising, especially, have been really hammered by the transit of Saturn in Sagittarius for the past couple of years. This is a time of strengthening for you, and where you can release the burden, start to release this burden finally. See how the man's carrying all these heavy sticks on his back, and he's feeling very tired there. He's trying to get up the last few steps before he can get to his home, which is his sanctuary. So there's a turning point for a lot of Sagittarian people. But for others, even if you're not a Sagittarius, there's a message here about not working yourself so hard, you know, that you just are exhausting yourself. I'm hearing it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So take a day off if you need a day off. Do something for yourself where you just have a day for yourself to do something nice for yourself. A lot of people have been working really, really hard, or have been struggling through and struggling on, and there can also be a bit of a depressive energy with this card, where, you know, you've gotten so bogged down with the day-to-day routine, your work, and the feeling of feeling burdened that you've forgotten to find the joy in life. So the next card is the Strength card. So that's positive, saying that you have gained a lot of strength through this time that you've been going through. And not just the Sagittarians, but anybody that's been struggling. This is saying that you have gained a lot of strength and wisdom through the trials that you've been through. And not to forget that you know, when we go through hard times, it's easy to feel a sense of almost like a victim feeling, or like, why me? But the fact is, this is shaping your soul, your personality, and it's actually, you know, all the things that you've been going through are actually making you who you are. So that's a very powerful thing, and you'll be able to help others with the energies, you know, things that you've personally learned. So one last card from the Romance Angels. This one here. Oh, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so this is for some people. This is not for everybody. That there is either your current partner or somebody around you. If you've been having trouble in a relationship and been questioning a relationship, this is saying that you can still work on that relationship. I do feel one says this could be the one for some people, someone in the future, even though it says down here you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Actually, I'm getting two messages that there is a future person that's going to come into your life if you're single. And for some people, it's who you're with at the moment, and for those that are with a partner, there's something about working on the relationship and improving the relationship and making time to invest in the relationship, to have fun and do fun things together, especially now that Venus is in Sagittarius. It's a good time for that, to, you know, take a holiday, take a break, or just do something nice together. So that's the reading for the week, everyone. I hope you got something out of that, and if you'd like a personal reading with me, follow the links to my online store. Thanks for watching. Bye.